Hello, good evening. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox, here on this Champions League qualifier programme. Is the one and only Albert. Evening, Albert. Oh, I don't like when he goes silent. Evening, Albert.
I was on mute there. Evening, mate. How are you?
When you go silent, I dial 2 9s.
She looks behind the couch. Where is he? It's not the first time I've been found behind the couch. I'm good, mate. How are you?
Aye, good, mate. I just feel this is a big game. It's not going to define my season, but there's a lot of positives in it, and obviously, if we don't get a result, there'll be a bit of negativity, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, you're on it. It's one of the ones. It's I think it's me personally, I think it's a free hit for us tonight. To be honest with you. Nobody's expecting us to win. Apart from the Rangers supporters, that is. But Scottish football want us to beat, and most people outside of Scottish football don't think we're going to win. And they're super confident, that PSV. They're super confident to the point of being arrogant. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They don't realise that if we do click tonight and we do get our act together, which we haven't been doing, let's be honest about it. But if we do it, they're in for that one of the shocks of their life, by the way. If we can just get this together tonight, because we've got the players are there.
Right, we'll go to the players. So what's the team?
The team is McLaughlin, Tavernier, Goldson, Sands, Barisic, Kamara, Lundstrom, Kent, Tillman, Lawrence and Sholak.
Substitutes?
Aye, well, I'll leave that to you, mate. I've not got the subs. I've not got them. Lots of them, put it that way.
Mikhailo Jenko on the bench, you couldn't spell it. Is that a trouble?
That's the trouble, mate. Aye.
McGregor, McCrory, Ridvan, King, Devine, Jack, Davis, Arfield, Matondo, Wright, Fashion Jr. and Yuri. So obviously there's some kids on the bench. Well, no, they're no kids, but young men on the bench. McCrory, Ridvan, King, Devine, Yuri, and even Matondo. And then you've got experience. McGregor, Jack, Davis, Arfield, even Wright and Fashion Jr., mate. So there's positives on the bench, yeah?
Yeah. It's not the strongest bench we always could put together, but it's a decent bench, put it that way. And there is players on there that can come and affect the game, both defensively and offensively, you know what I mean? So, quite happy. It's what we've got what we've got. We've got our injuries, we've got our problems, we've got what we've got, but still think we've got a good team. Still think we can do it.
Okay, mate. Right, there's no long to go. I think we better get these phone lines opened, eh?
Aye, let's hear what they've got to say.
Let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Would it have been the team you would have picked, Albert?
Probably not, but I still think I'm quite happy with it, to be honest with you. Just speaking to Fox before, I think that's about the best we can do. That's what he was saying. I think that's about the best team we can put out. And it's not a bad team if you look at it, actually. I'm quite happy. I mean, I was worried about Lundstrom because I'm saying to myself, I felt on Saturday he was in there himself. No, I mean, he can't do all his sell. He needs a horn. No, I mean, but the night he's got Kamara in there, and it's Kent and Lawrence, Tillman and Cholak all up front. So aye. I think put it this way: we're not going to defend for 90 minutes with the team we're playing because they're all about attack. You know what I mean? So we need to have some form of defence, and that's going to be attack, score goals against, because we're on to outscore them tonight.
You're spot on, mate. He's going to win the game, eh?
Aye. You're not going to get this 1-0 and defend for the rest of the night. That ain't happening. It just ain't happening. So we need to outscore them. We'll definitely have to outscore them because I can't see them no scoring the way their defence has been playing. You know what I mean? It's just one of the. By the way, I'd like to give you Sands a shout out because I slaughtered him the other day there, and he did have a rare game on Saturday. He really did. I'll give the boy his due.
I don't like to say this, but what a gentleman you are.
Yeah, you're rang. I've not got a problem being rang and admitting I'm rang. I don't think it's his position, but he's doing well in it. I'll give him that. He is doing well. In fact, I'll go as far as to say at the forum he's my best defender this season. And that's some indictment the other three, put it that way. But
I heard the Bears singing today. They were singing the cry was no defenders, you know.
They need to get their finger. They really do. But I hope they do. I really do. It's no fair that if they don't get the Champions League, it's no fair. For what we've done in the last 4 years, it's just simply no fair. But football's no about fairness, is it? Football's about football, isn't it? You've got to go and earn the right to be there. I know there's a certain club didn't even no good right to be there and they're there, but that's another story for another day. So, we got to do it the hard way. We always do it the hard way, don't we?
Correct, mate. Correct. Risk and reward with the team.
Yep.
You've got to use the squad. There's guys in it that can maybe empty the tank this year, just to say, and then we can bring on pace, right, Matondo, fashion, you know, and then if you need more legs, you hope you can at least get half an hour around Jack and Stephen Davis, mate, yeah? Yeah,
impact players. You know what I mean? So it's one of the ones that, see Matondo and wee Sakala, you could put them on and just say to them, go for it. Don't ever come back. Just keep going forward and just let them run riot. Just let them cause all sorts of confusion and craziness in that forward line. But then it can go the other way. It can go. They can shrink into their shells and no perform. You know what I mean? I like to think they've got something about themselves, these two players, because you're going to need them during the season, especially Matondo. You're going to need them during the season. So he needs to start being a Rangers player, the wee boy, you know what I mean? As I think he's got it to be a Rangers player. I'm not saying he's no, but he needs to bring something to the party. So does Ken, right enough. He needs to wake up. He's been sleeping for the last 4 months, you know what I mean? 4 or 5 months. Ken, I can't remember the last good game the boys had. Apart from his numbers, he's just no influence in anything in the game. He's not doing anything. So he needs to come to the party, and I hope it's the night he comes to the party.
If I'm saying the last time maybe Ryan Kent was maybe a man of the match, it might have been away in Dortmund, mate, if I've been honest.
Aye. It might be as far back as that, mate, because I can't remember the last time he had a really, really good game. I mean, I know he's good at him. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but really, honestly, the Saturday, we didn't play as bad as it made out on Saturday. We didn't play well. Of course we didn't play well. We didn't play. We were coasting that game. They were no threat to us on Saturday, and that's us playing no of our best. Very, very, very much no of our best. But Kent, to me, there was only 3 players that played on Saturday. It was Sands, Lundstrom and Scholak. But till Lawrence scored his goal, but that was all he really done in the whole game. Don't get me wrong, that's enough. Keep scoring goals, that's enough for me.
What's your views on the centre forward, mate? Having watched them now, or maybe half a dozen games plus, what's your views?
Scholak?
Aye.
Oh, I like it, boy. I like it. The trouble with Scholak is, and it's not his problem, it's Kent's and Matondo and the rest of the players. He's making runs, but they're not giving him the ball. And so he'll start to get to the stage. He doesn't know when to make the run because he never knows when he's going to get the ball after him. I mean, we Kent, chop, 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 chop. That's all he ever does now. And you're going to, you need events to give the boy the ball. But the boy's made the run. He's made the run. He's checked back. He's made the run. He's checked back. And you're going, he's getting this centre forward confused. All the good centre forwards will take it so long, and then they'll just go mental. And that's what the boy needs to start doing at training. Just going mental with these people, going, look, how many runs do I need to make here before you actually see me and hit me with the ball? Because I can't keep doing this. And everybody's made. There's certain people don't like him. They're saying, he never does much. He does plenty, mate. They just don't give him the ball. And if you give that boy the ball in that area, he'll score. He'll score a lot of goals. But again, you need to play as a team, and that's commonly known as getting to know each other and starting to play as a team. And they need to start doing it. They really do need to start doing it. Because they're players, they're good players. They're just playing as, I don't know, they seem to all have individual agendas in their heads for whatever reason. I don't know what it is about. But
all right, mate. All right. Listen, come and join us. Give us your thoughts on the team. It's no far away. I think I had right in the team. I'm not sure. I think I had right instead of Lawrence. I thought Kamara would play tonight, mate. Yeah. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't have been surprised if we'd have put Ryan Jack in there also. He wasn't due to play, I don't think, but I wouldn't have been surprised. And I think he's done the right thing. I don't think Ryan's getting 60 or 90 minutes in him. I think we've seen that on Saturday, mate. He's got to build up fitness, sir.
He's definitely going to do it, mate. He's miles. When's the last time you've seen a Rangers player get down with cramp? He went down with cramp, and so did Tavernier. I mean, when's the last time? I can't even remember the last time I've seen a Rangers player get down with cramp. But there you are. There's something about the fitness of the team that's not quite right. I don't know. I think he's miscalculated, because we usually get more games prior to the bigger games, because we all the wee qualifiers we used to play. You've only really had that USG, who are supposed to be an easy wee team. It turned out they weren't. But we usually get maybe 2, 3, 4 games before you play these sort of games. But we never go to this year. So I think what he does is leave the fitness to come during the games, the build up to these games, to the big games. But we never had it. So if we don't look right, we definitely don't look right. Anyway, that's down to the fitness brigade, isn't it? That's down to the medical and the fitness brigade. They've got to get this right, and questions will be asked. Because I don't know with Jack. How much? I can't remember how much football he played in the friendlies. He didn't play that much, did he?
No, not really. No, I could check it out, Albert, but he wasn't. He had a couple of offs here and there, mate. You know what I mean? It wasn't great.
You can't blame the boy then.
They look undercooked, didn't he? They look undercooked a few of them. They look undercooked a few of them, yeah.
Oh, definitely, mate. You're sitting saying, come on, you say, what's happening here? Remember them you're injured, maybe they're niggly, maybe they're being super cautious with them. They didn't want to take a risk with a wee niggle in the friendly, so they've kept them back. But it's no stood us in good stead, put it that way, because the moment Jack looks miles away from it. I'm not going to say it about Alfie. Enough's been said about Alfie, but there's a few others that don't look too clever either. Tavernier went down with cramp and so I can't believe it. I've never seen that boy get down with cramp. Just a machine, an absolute machine.
We'll see. Right, okay, people join us all the time, Albert. Some will be trying to phone in as we speak. Give us the team and I'll give us the subs.
Team is McLaughlin, Tarb, Golson, Sand, Barisic, Kamara, Lundstrom, Kent, Tillman, Lawrence and Sholak.
With the substitutes of McGregor, McCrory, Ridvan, King, Devine, Jack, Davis, Arfield, Matondo, Wright, Fashion Jr. and Ure. Or Ure.
Ure? Who's that? I've not heard of that boy before.
Ure. Young boy on the bench. Well, good experience for him. I don't very much, but great for him, yeah.
What is he?
I'll check it out for you, mate, yeah.
Aye. I've never heard of the boy.
But how do you see it panning out, mate?
I think they're going to try and blow us away in the first 20 minutes. A bit like Eintracht in the final because of the heat. The heat has got a part to play in this. There's no doubt about it. And I think what they're going to try and do is blow us away in the first 20 minutes so they can slow the game right down to the pace they want.
30-odd degrees there, mate. 30-odd degrees.
Aye, so that's what I'm saying. If we can get through the first 20 minutes and then pace for ourselves, I think it could be a 2-1 to the Bears. 2-1 to the Bears.
The young boy, Robert Ure, he's a centre forward, isn't he?
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
All right. We've been joined by Old Davy.
Evening, how you doing, boys?
Have you?
Evening, boys. Yes, sir. What?
Have you get rid of your telly?
Sorry?
Have you get rid of your telly?
You can let us, it was you. No, I've not got rid of my telly. I'm looking at it now and it's on mute. And I'm listening to these guys. So, good evening. Good evening.
Hi, Davey. How you doing, pal?
Yes, I agree with everything we've said so far, but I am not confident for tonight.
You're not feeling it, David? You're not feeling it?
Not the way we've been playing. That's the God's gospel truth. And everybody has got to get. We're not talking about 100% and run your guts out. You can do that and all, but you've got to be able to compete, and we've not been doing that. And that mob in their own midden, it's going to be a handful. They've got to rise way above where we've been now. And I don't know if we've got that in that team, because we're just, to me, we're very disjointed. I'm afraid to say. I don't like saying it, but that's the way I see it.
A very honest assessment of the season so far, Albert. I don't think Albert's saying we're playing well, are you, Albert?
No, he's right. We don't look right. There's just something not right. I mean, Merlin, one thing not right, but you can't deny it. I mean, if I'm coming on here and going to start saying we'll slaughter them because we're playing brilliant and all that, you know I'm talking not absolute nonsense. Davey's right. We're not playing well, and if we don't up it, like the man said, if we don't up it, well, it's only going to be one result if we don't get together. I'm hoping that column has actually galvanised this team by sending Lundstrom off. I hope Ghost and Tavernier and Van Bronckhorst and all that are saying to the rest of them, look, this is what you're up against. You're getting nothing. We need to be together. We need to all stick together. We need to fight this. Biased and all this carry on. And we're going in tonight and all of Scotland, bar the Rangers fans, are probably wanting us beat. So you need to think of that and go, well, are we going to prove them wrong? We're just going to prove everybody wrong and go and get a result tonight. But if they don't galvanise, well, you know what's going to happen. It's inevitable what's going to happen if we don't galvanise tonight.
I think your assessment of the season so far is very honest, Dave. I know you're quite an honest guy, apart from when it comes to sharing sweeties. But I think
name all teasers tonight. Name all teasers.
That's how he's low. He needs a sugar rush. Right? Okay, I get it.
Two name old teasers.
You've named old teasers because they're in you. That's how you've named old teasers.
But things. Look, we have to play well. We know that we've not been great at scoring goals. All right, when you look at the stats, it'll say. It'll say we're doing okay goal scoring wise, really, because obviously 4 against St Johnstone, 3 against the Union team. It's okay. But we know we've not been flat in front of goal, and we've been losing goals that we don't like. So it's not a good combination. But talking about somebody who's always got a good combination, we'll be joined by Big Al. Evening, big man.
Hi, good morning. You talk about our boxing days?
Yes, you're all 1-2s.
All 1-2s, aye. The Mary Lou, aye. Good to hear these boys. Good to hear you back. Did you have a nice holiday?
Superb.
It's not the same. Like I listened in, but it's just not the same. You know what I mean?
It's better.
No, it's not better, man. You're like an old pair of slippers. You know what I mean?
Thanks very much, mate.
The best is the way. I'm just looking at the team there. The only kind of issue I have is Kamara in there. We're still missing that person that's going to drive forward. I just hope Kamara doesn't play as a number 10 or.
I can't see it. I'm always Tillman.
I know. But I'd like somebody sitting that wee bit deeper in that near midfield, just driving the 10, 15 yards from the halfway line, if that makes sense. I'm not trying to be negative, but I look at the bench and I heard you saying Matondo right in Fashion Junior, but the only thing they three can do is run.
I never said. I said they don't want to pace.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They can run like. The only other one there is Arfield is the impact sub, I think. Jack Davis. Well, I'm not going to say too much and get you crying about it, but. Look, I think the two teams, I say to Fox, I think the two teams are very evenly matched, so I think it's 50-50 for us. We made a wee bit of rod for a rain back in regards to the results last season and where we're at the moment. But look, I'm quietly confident. 50-50, I'd say at the moment.
Okay. Listen, I've not spoke to you, mate, for a few weeks, and look. If we get a result tonight, it's been an excellent start of the season. We were all suicidal. You know, we overreacted.
I've been thinking about the past couple of days. Actually, a draw, what a draw does. Really, I mean, if I'd got the win, it's still a good start to the season. It maybe didn't look pleasing to the eye, but it's still 3 points. Huh? Bridgeman's with days to the end of the season, as long as you win the league. You'd be pulling your hair at whatever I've got left of hair. But look, there was a bit of controversy in the game at the weekend. It wasn't pleasant to watch. either. I don't think any of the games have been pleasant to watch. About St John's from an Ibrox, I think, gave us a bit of hope. Tillman, he seems to be a player that maybe will excite us. Lawrence as well. He's come in and out of games a wee bit. Look, it's not the end of the world. The results are, but we've got this game tonight, which could define a season. And I've heard a lot of people saying we're a UEFA Cup team or Europa League team. I'd like to think we're a wee bit better than that. I mean, I don't think we're going to win the Champions League, but I think we've got a bit of a European pedigree now built up over the last 45 seasons. I think that's something I don't think teams would like to come to Ibrox and play against us, because we made that a bit of a fortress over the years recently. So, look, I'm quietly confident for tonight. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to jinx it. Just one other thing. The Sands boy, I mean, I'm kind of 50-50 on him, but you know who he kind of puts me in mind, and I think he's had the same kind of start to his Rangers career as Craig Moore. I think he's got that similar type of build, and I think his career started off similar to Craig Moore.
I mean, listen, Sands has got a lot of assets. He's quick, he's brave. I don't think he's natural a left-sided defender, and I think we all appreciate that. And the boy looks as if he gives you everything he's got.
Well, I was going to say, that's what I mean. I think what he doesn't make up in skill and all that, he's got heart. So we always say in here, as long as you see a player getting 100%, and I think you can hold your hands up and say that about the young boy Sands. I think you can say that. I think he's turning into a bit of a player for us.
I'll bring the other two young boys in and see what they've got to say. Albert?
Sands I gave a wee bit of stick to, but no, that's after the boy. The only the trouble with him at the moment, centre back, I think he's just a wee bit too wee. But football-wise, no, he's good at football-wise, and he's good at speed-wise. And the thing I liked about it on Saturday with him, he showed a bit of experience, a bit of, I've learned, because that Boyle is a difficult character to play against, and I thought he handled him a couple of times really, really well. There was one particular, like the ball run across him and good for the corner. And I went, that's smart, son. That was out for the shot of the by kick. I went, that's smart, son. That's really clever. So I like the boy as much as what you said there, Rox. He gives you everything. He leaves everything out there. So that's a big plus for me. Whether he's going to settle it left-sided defence, I doubt that. Southside was going on about it a bit midfield. I was thinking about it after I came off that show, and I thought, maybe he's right. Southside's right there. Gave him a shot in the middle of the park to see what he can do, because Lundstrom, on Saturday, Lundstrom needed a horn in there. There was nobody to give him a horn in there. So put him in there and put the wee boy King. That's what I was thinking was going to happen tonight. Put wee King to the centre half and put Sands in the middle of the park with Lundstrom. But anyway, it didn't what they didn't try. But again, get back to the original question. I quite like it, boy. I think he's starting to show a bit now.
All right, Davey. I mean, I know you're frightened to mention the Sands of time, Davey, but carry on.
It's not long to my birthday, but I agree with.
You got your letter for the Queen yet?
It's coming, Al. It's coming. I was just going to ask you something, Al, or see what you think of this. Do you not think? I mean, your assessment there was very good.
Excuse me, I had questions on here.
Right, okay, you ready? Right, here we go.
Right, go for it.
Right, what I was going to ask you is, when you're assessing your comments here, they were very good. But do you think, looking at the way we are, because you've got a very honest opinion of things, do you not think we're a jigsaw puzzle with about 2 or 3 pieces missing?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I think the 4 corners are missing, David, for being honest.
But that's hard to get continuity. That's what I'm saying. If you don't get these bits to fit the jigsaw, it's not going to happen. That's what's worrying me.
Okay. Right, listen, we've talked about our team. Let's hear Port's thoughts on the home team.
Hello and welcome to Port's Report. Today we're going to have a look at PSV Eindhoven. Rangers are now one step away from the glamour of the Champions League, the holy grail of football, PSV's start to the season has been superb, with a win in the Cruyff Shield against Dutch giants Ajax, a score of 5-3, which was a great start. In the league, they've won 2 games, scoring 9 goals. In the last round of the Champions League, they defeated Monaco. They got a 1-1 draw away from home, but PSV stuck to their possession-based game at home and got a late equaliser to force extra time, where Nigel de Jong scored the 109th minute to set up the tie against Rangers. PSV's playing style: possession-based footballing side. They use very similar style of football to Rangers. They play a 4-2-3-1 formation that can transfer to a 4-3-3 in a very fluid manner. PSV have played us now at Ibrox, where we got to see them up close and personal. As well as getting the ball wide, they look very dangerous playing through the lines. Joey Veerman's quality was clear to see, where Sabari on the right was a real danger and gave Borna Barisic a real tough night. Ibrahim Sangare was their midfield general. Like we said in the first Ports report, he got the goal against Rangers and is dangerous from set pieces, so Rangers again will have to be switched on and ready to defend. Corey Gakpo again will prove real tough opposition for James Tavernier, and John Lundstrom will have to step up again on this massive night to tackle Joey Veerman. And that's the end of Ports report.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
I'm not sure if I like that Holy Grail. I'm not sure if I like that Holy Grail part.
Pardon?
Hello.
I missed what you said there, Albert.
I said, I'm not sure if I like that Holy Grail part of the port there.
It depends what orders you're in. Right, okay. What we're going to say here, right, okay. There was a game last week, and I thought it was a great game of football. I'll go to Al, and then you, Albert, and then Davey. I better go to Davey first, because if we leave him, you never know what will happen. Right, right. It was a great game.
He was there with the Holy Grail. Sorry, Davey. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
Right, by the way, bring it on, big man. I love it. Bring it on.
No worries, buddy.
If it was a good game of football last week, but when you think about it, there was only really one good goal in the game, wasn't there?
Yes, definitely.
We scored that, the Cholak goal, yeah? So if we tighten up at the back, Davey, what's our chances?
Oh, it's going to be better than it was, because it's every time that, even when people get a corner, everybody's going, oh no, here we go. And you can't have that. And that's where we're going to get the jigsaw pieces sorted. And because we've just not got the right squad at the moment. I think actually this competition has came too early for us, because we're at the stage where they're rebuilding and they're not clicking. That's simple. So they've just got to be there tonight, give it a run, keep our fingers crossed, and hope they all turn up.
Big up.
I think Davey's quite right there. But we know this, that it comes early for teams in our position. So we're not kind of catch-22. We try to bring players in. They might not just fit. Maybe that's the quality player that we're trying to bring in. You've not got anybody coming in that's really hitting the ground. So, I mean, it's difficult for us as a club. We might see players coming in if we qualify tonight, a bit better level of player, and then it clicks later on. But look, I think we are evenly matched. I think we can do something. I've got a funny feeling Kent's going to produce something tonight. It's about time he does. Just get that ball to Colac and get it in as often and as quick and as many times as we can throughout the game. And I think we've got a really good danger man there. I don't think he does much else, but he'll stick it in the back of the poke, I think. And you might be looking at that Lawrence. You might even be looking at Lundstrom. And we got a 40-yarder. Just take us through. Here's hope.
I hope so. Albert.
The game last week was a good game to watch. Definitely a good game to watch. And I agree with Al and David. We're definitely evenly matched teams. There's no doubt about that. They might have a bit more quality in certain areas. maybe a wee bit better than us, but they get the ball into a big goal. Like, I can't see him scoring, put it that way. That big boy will score. But again, it's down to Kent, it's down to whoever's playing on the right, whether it's Tillman or Lawrence, whoever. They need to get the ball. When he's made his run, they need to get the ball to him. Instead of that, he's making space, give him it. You seen what happened last week with that goal you were talking about there. To have actually fun him at the right time, boy puts it away and he ball. That was a class goal. You're sitting going, that's excellent. Now he showed you what he can do. Now we need to supply him. And I think once we start supplying the boy properly, I don't think we'll have a problem, not just tonight, for the rest of the season. But again, it's Davy's right. There's a couple of bits missing of the jigsaw. There definitely is, and I think it's midfield and maybe another forward. So, and we've got to remember, all three were signings we've signed. They're all injured. Just do luck in it. It's just the way it works for us all the time. But I'm quietly confident myself tonight, saying to yourself, I think the arrogance that they've been shown should be taken into consideration here, because that's got to be a motivating factor. I don't mind a team being a wee bit confident beating you, but they're overconfident now. They're dismissing us. They think, nah, we'll just beat you. And if you listen to the Scottish media and all that, they're all dismissing us as well. That didn't happen. They're all forgetting what's happened in the last 4 years. Well, we're no. And this team could go out and prove a lot of people wrong tonight.
Okay, I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right in the day. But listen, even if we were on form, it's a difficult tie. There is a decent side. They've spent a few quid. They've got experienced players, and traditionally we know that Dutch teams are very good technically. All Davy here.
Oh, superbly, but we're just shooting a wee bit higher than what we can aim for at the moment. So you've got to, as you said, you've got to step back and realise what kind of outfit we're playing. You know, and that's reality. I mean, even if we do not get through tonight, there's still a lot to play for. And as always, being a Rangers supporter, that'll do me. The next game, we move on. But let's hope for the night anyway.
Aye. Would you?
I don't think we've got.
On you go, mate.
I was just going to say, I don't think we've got much to worry about. I mean, Van Bronckhorst's a tactical genius in Europe, is he not? It would have been better. It would have been better if the games were swung about. If we were playing this game at Ibrox, I think. But look, I think it might work in our favour. As Albert says, they seem to be very confident. Think they're not going to be in much of a game. I think the things I've been reading on that. So that goes. I think that goes a long way. They boys in that changing room. I think they'll leave what they need on the park, and they'll gaze on it. It's a difficult game. It's a funny game. We're playing this one away. We've been lucky over the past 3 or 4 years to have this kind of important game at home. It might just swing right in our favour this time. They'll be under a bit of pressure.
Aye, you're right. They're under pressure as well. Aye, you're right. It's not.
It's not just.
They've got under pressure. Aye, the pressure's equal on both teams. I think that's a fair comment. Albert.
Aye, everybody's forgetting about them. I mean, I agree. They think that the game's done. Honestly, I mean, I was in holding. I was surrounded with PSV fans, and after the game, they laughed. But we'll just beat you in Eindhoven. I'm saying, you think so? No bother. One was super confident, man. I'm going, well, we'll see. We'll just see, by the way, because I'm not.
That's what I was there to see that, man.
And Eindhoven fans saying no bother.
No, I can imagine what 10 or 15 big bald Eindhoven fans you're going to give it to. A lot of them. Just right, pal. I
was with another guy, and he's like, "What you do?
Let's just say, Big Alley, nobody getting a job in the diplomatic.
Got a picture of him with the summit on and the hanky and the heat and the socks and the sandals and all that, and the Rangers start right.
He didn't have sandals on.
Didn't he? His high heels on, did he?
No, he'd white sannies on.
I like
Well,
that.
you're like, oh, hi.
Look,
I think we should be we should be going into that. I think there's a lot goes for a European pedigree. We've certainly built up a European pedigree. I think we've beat better teams and slightly bigger teams the past 3 or 4 years, and probably I'd say harder games that we probably didn't have a chance. So I think that all goes for us and the confidence in the team. We really need the big players. We really need. I mean, I think Tavernier's he's not played well all season. I don't think. Really need him to step up. You're Ryan Kent, Goldson to have a outstanding game. Marshall at defence, and then we go for there.
Aye, without comment, mate. I mean, look, some of our players have done all right. You know, they've not been poor, but some of them haven't reached the expectations or the standards we demand, Davy.
Yeah. Well, you're definitely correct to that aspect. The thing that's a worry for me as well is if you look at the goals we were losing there, this zonal marking that we're trying to do, that ain't working. And that's mobs. If you look, the first goal came for corner kick, second goal, corner kick, zonal marking. And if they play like that tonight, I fear for the worst because that's just is not working.
If you think about it, the first goal we lost against them was just, it was a ricochet and the ball fell for the boy, but the boy tried to clear it. And the second goal, well, it doesn't matter if you're zonal marking or touch type, mate. Goldson should still come and challenge. You get a daily record under him when the boy.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's so much to do with the system or desire. Albert?
It's desire, mate. It's you need to want to win the ball. You've got to attack the ball in your own area. Both areas actually, but especially in your own area, you've got to attack the ball. You can't let these people just take big runs and leaps at you in the middle of your box. You're just asking for trouble.
Yep.
I'm just going to pop out, boys. I need to take the dog for a pee.
All right, Al. Good to speak to you.
Right. No, excellent. Great to hear you back. Good to see you enjoyed yourself. Take care, gentlemen. All right.
Yes.
We're going for the Rangers. All the best. Bye.
Yes. Right. How's it going to go tonight, David? Come on. I'll go. I'll ask you about your heart first.
I don't. I feel I'd betray myself to say we're not going to do it, but my heart says, okay, if we turn up, put up a show, we'll give them a chance. But that's going to be a massive improvement to where we are. And I just don't know if that team, the way we are playing, I've got that in them. But we'll find out tonight, and you never know.
Oh, Bear?
My heart says 4-3 to the Rangers. My head says 2-1 to the Rangers.
Oh. I'll take your head of your heart, mate. I don't care. I don't care, you know. I do not care. Right, okay. I think it'll be a close tie. I think it's important that our defence plays well because I think we will score, Albert.
I think the big teams are going to score, mate. I don't think there's any fear of that. It's one of the ones that I think we really need to outscore them. It's as simple as that. I mean, we're in here, we'll need to outscore them because we ain't going to out-defend them, put it that way. And they're not going to out-defend us.
I think that was the weakest part of their team.
Aye, it is, mate, it is. And we need to exploit it, because they're going to try and exploit ours. So we're going to have to outscore them. They're not getting away from it. So everybody needs to bring their attacking heads tonight and shoot. For God's sake, shoot.
Aye, if Tom Lawrence didn't show you something last week, Davey, if you don't shoot, you don't score with his second goal last week.
Oh, definitely. I'm surprised it took us so long to even get that up and running, but that's the quality of what you're playing against. If you're getting shut down, you're not getting a chance to put that kind of shot in. So I'm just hoping tonight that they're going to be off the boil a wee bit and we don't give up silly goals and it's up for grabs, I think, after that.
Well, he's changing all there. He's come in here and he's all negative and it's up for grabs. He's changing.
Yeah, I forget him. Another half hour we'll have his favourites, David.
Come on, boys. You need to take your blue specs off sometimes. Come on.
No, they're not coming off. No, they're not coming off.
Put blue specs on before the game. Let's hope we've still got them on after the game.
You're right, Ox. You're right.
It's a free hit. It's a free hit tonight, guys. Let's all get in perspective. There's nothing to lose tonight. It's a free hit. It's a free hit. If we don't win tonight, we get into Europa. So what's the difference? It's a free hit. Let's go for it. Let's enjoy this. Let's get after them.
The thing is, go back a couple of seasons when we were having to qualify to get into the Europa League. That's where you've got to look where we are now.
Exactly.
We don't even need to do that now. We keep looking at negatives. The positives is that we're where we hope to be, but it's just slightly a bigger step than maybe at the moment to take. But you never know. Hopefully that'll be the case. But you can't be negative about it.
No, you will be positive. And that's why I'm treating it. Want to win, of course, want to win. Don't want to get beat. Never want to get beat. But at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. It's, I'm still confident we can go out there and do it, but it's a free hit. Remember that. It's a free hit. And it would be a better free hit if we'd actually win the UEFA Cup or win the league. You know what I mean? But we didn't. So that's by and by. We've got a chance tonight to get through. And we've put ourselves in a great chance. Let's be honest about it. You know what I mean? It's not like the first leg they came out and scalped us 4-1 and that's the tie done. We're still in the thing. We're still there. They're still there. The game's still there to be won. So I'm relaxed about it. I'm relaxed. I'm just wanting the team to start playing and start all playing as a team. Once I see that, I'll be more than happy. Because the priority to me this year, priority is league. We'll go to win the league this year. That's all it's to it. That's all I care about. We want to win this league this year.
Correct.
Aye, I don't think it will define our season, Albert. I think it would help if we can get through the night, but I don't think it defines our season, yeah?
That's exactly right, mate. It's exactly right. So, we're going to win the league. That's for priority. That's for number one priority. Win the league this year.
Well, gentlemen, we've reached that time of the evening. It's time to go. Get ready and cheer on the Rangers, David.
Well, don't you worry. You'll hear me. It's a pleasure being on again tonight. Thanks for having me.
Right, have a nice Christmas and we'll speak to you soon, all right?
Good job, I don't swear.
Albert.
Good being on, mate. It was a pleasure to talk to the two of you. And everybody out there, remember, by the way, get the positive vibes going. Let's send it all out to Eindhoven through our mind. Get the positive vibes going. You never know. Glasgow Rangers are a famous club, and they're not famous for rolling over and surrender. We'll no surrender. Come on, let's get into them.
Yeah. Thanks to Big Al, Old Davey, and of course, the one and only Albert for joining us on the show. Thanks to Fox and Old School Boy. We'll be back approximately 15 minutes after the final whistle. Remember, the night's game could go to extra time and potentially penalties. Thanks for listening. Get behind the Bears, and remember, we are the people. Take it away, Old School Blue.
Matchday.